Hello, Lancaster, Ohio, and welcome back to another edition of Premier Wrestling Alliance. Our first match is tag team action scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Premier Wrestling Alliance Tag Team Championships. Introducing team number one, at a combined weight of 540 pounds, from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, he is the Southern Knight, Brian Blade. Joined tonight by his partner from Chicago, Illinois, the man known as Mastiff. And now please welcome your reigning and defending PWA Tag Team Champions at a combined wrestling weight of 493 pounds, the Outlaw Tony James and franchise player Chris Pruitt.
All right, PWA fans, we are off and running with another great edition of our program here. First, I want to make a quick correction. I mistakenly introduced Mastiff, one half of the challengers for the tag team titles here tonight in our opening match. I mistakenly introduced him as hailing from Chicago, Illinois, when in fact he comes to us from the Motor City of Detroit, Michigan. And I promise I'll refrain from making such errors again, because I don't want a guy like him to have any reason to confront me. So, with that bit of business out of the way, we're ready to get to what's really important. Those tag team titles you see around the waist of Chris Pruitt there on the left in the red and the black, and Outlaw Tony James in the blue singlet. These men have held these titles for a number of months now. Formerly bitter rivals found common ground in the pursuit of this goal. Made believers out of everybody that's come across him. Tried to take those belts from him as well, as to the prowess and the coordination of the duo of Pruitt and James. Brian Blade and Tony James certainly have far more backstory than we are able to cover at this time. Pruitt a little impatient with the reluctance of their opponents to decide who's going to start the match. I hope this isn't a sign that the champions are distracted. Tony James is jawing with the fans. Not that that's anything new. But this young newcomer Mastiff, combined with the veteran instincts of Brian Blade and the fact that he knows Tony James like a book, could be the combination that results in new tag team champions here tonight. You heard it straight from Tony James. The show is about to start. Both men tentative here in the early going.
Check me for what? Where am I hiding something? A couple extra calories, but that's it.
Apparently the referee agrees with Chris Pruitt that there's no need to check him for foreign objects. Now we see a collar and elbow tie-up. Both these men are veterans, and neither one is going to act impetuously and give his opponent an opening that they wouldn't have otherwise been able to exploit. Now it's Pruitt with the better end of the collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, clean break. Oh, nice drop toe hold. Brian Blade furiously pounding on the mat while in the ropes to force a break of that hold. Does not constitute a submission because once he got the ropes, the hold should be broken. So, but that count still goes on the outside for Brian Blade, who is still the legal man. Creating his own timeout, his own stoppage of play here to reformulate, re-strategize. Pruitt giving him plenty of leeway. All short knee to the ribs. Now we are clearly in the wheelhouse of Brian Blade. That snapmare and another rolling neck snap has Pruitt grabbing at that neck already. A good job to take his opponent into his corner of the ring. And here comes this very impressive young wrestler, Mastiff. We said hails from Motor City in Detroit. Just stomping away at Chris Pruitt. I know Pruitt has kept his eye on this man in training. Oh! Now that was an open-handed slap to the temple. And a hammer fist right between the shoulder blades. These two have just been picking Chris Pruitt apart so far. Mastiff with a full head of steam. All 255 pounds. And slamming into Chris Pruitt. Scoops him up with ease. Mastiff plants Pruitt center of the ring. and gets some serious air on that leg drop. Got a 2 count. If he would have perhaps applied a cover, he might have got a little bit more out of that maneuver. Now, as you see, Pruitt able to reverse the Irish whip and connect with a back elbow. Oh, winds up. Huge clothesline. Able to take the offensive Mastiff and turn it right around on him. Just drops him like a sack of dirt. And now the tag into Tony James. Little histrionics on the elbow drop, but it was on the money. Tony James been chomping at the bit on the outside to get a piece of this action. Oh, drop kick. Very well placed. Didn't hook the leg, though. Goes to the hammerlock. Tony James is just getting some riding time in here with this hammerlock. Mastiff able to make the safety of the ropes. But clearly the worse for wear in that exchange, and Tony James goes right back to work. I don't know what you would call this. Combination Indian deathlock, reverse armbar. You got him twisted up like a pretzel no matter what you want to call it. Mastiff, again, able to reach the ropes, and Tony James took every bit of the referee's 5 count before being disqualified. Of course, in that instance, they would retain the titles, but that's not the way Tony James does business these days. Not like the period of time in which him and Brian Blade were joined at the hip. Oh, Mastiff able to duck the clothesline and connect with one of his own. Give credit to Mastiff for persevering through the attack of Pruitt and James. Again, making a smart move to isolate their opponent in their corner. What is this here? Oh, can't get him up. Oh, that little hitch in their get-along gave Tony James just enough time to avoid whatever those two had in mind. Looked like an assisted suplex. Whoa. Show of strength from Tony James. Takes the massive Brian Blade up and down for a very impactful slam. As you can see, Blade favoring the small of the back. Had to roll to the outside to get some separation. Very deliberate, methodical pace from both teams here in this tag team match. There's so much on the line, it's hardly surprising. That forearm uppercut showed a little frustration from Brian Blade. That drop toe hold took him down. What's Blade got in mind here? Positioning his man. Blade finds the legs. Looks like he's getting set for a figure 4. Sits back. Puts the pressure on that straight leg. On the left leg. And Blade almost had his shoulders counted down in the hold. Referee right there to check. To say Brian Blade is in a bad way at the moment would be an understatement. Again, referee applies the count. Not only does he have to concentrate on the pain generated by this hold when it's applied by somebody like Tony James, who knows just how to put it on. Oh, now that reverses the pressure. The only option that Brian Blade had in that case was to roll over and reverse the pressure, but Tony James just as quickly gets things going back the other way. Feels like it's only a matter of time before we hear that leg snap or we see Blade get counted down. You can hear the screams of agony. And now Mastiff, perhaps a day late and a dollar short, but finally there for his partner. Also draws Chris Pruitt into the ring. Referee trying to maintain some semblance of order. Only a brief respite for Brian Blade, however. James brings Pruitt back into the match. And they go back to work on the body part that they have isolated. Up and down. Pruitt's 250 pounds plus in his own right. And he knows how to use that weight to his advantage. Oh, again, just smashes right down onto the knee. There's so many parts to the knee that are susceptible to damage. It's hard to speculate whether it's the patella, the ACL, MCL. Nonetheless, you see Brian Blade needs the assistance of the ropes to even get back to one knee. He's only a few short steps from making a tag to his partner. But instead goes to the eye of Pruitt. Sucking wind. Been in there for a long, long time. Now he makes the exchange. Mastiff has had plenty of time to recover and recuperate on the outside. 2-on-1 here. Referee fairly ineffectual in getting one of these men out of the ring. Oh, big cannonball. Oh, look at this. Mastiff makes the cover, hooks the leg, and just at the last second, franchise player Chris Pruitt able to reach out, grab the bottom rope. That's the only thing that saved the titles in that moment there. Tony James breathes a sigh of relief, easy for me to say, on the apron. Watching his partner just get kicked and stomped. Oh, Mastiff, that knee, that was wide open. He just drove the knee right into the short ribs. Referee being instructed, Tony James implores him to watch more closely. Oh, did Pruitt sneak in a low blow there? I don't know how much he got of it, but it was certainly enough to... He says it was above the belt, but... I'd say the visuals indicate otherwise. But it certainly turned the tide. Perched on the second rope. Trademark offense. Drops that forearm down across the bridge of the nose. Rings the bell of Mastiff. Gets his weight across the shoulders, but didn't hook the leg. And Mastiff has considerable strength in that lower body. Which enabled him to kick out. And now Pruitt goes to the top rope. We zoom out so we can get the full picture of this here, literally up in the rafters of the arena here. Oh, winds up looking for an elbow, but nobody home. Mastiff able to just barely evade. Chris Pruitt coming crashing down. He landed right on the point of his elbow, and that will stop anybody in their tracks. Power display from Mastiff. Pruitt finds the back door. Russian leg sweep. Makes the exchange. This is the champ's opportunity to put away Mastiff and hold on to their titles. Oh, shades of demolition there with the tandem finisher. And that does, in fact, finish things off for the team of Brian Blade and Mastiff.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winners and still the PWA Tag Team Champions, Outlaw Tony James and franchise player Chris Pruitt.
What a great match to open the show. For this edition, fans, the Tag Team Champions successfully defend those belts against a very game combination here of Mastiff and Blade. But there you see Pruitt and Tony James walking out with the gold. Hello, PWA fans. My name is Aaron Hurt, here to tell you all about how you can keep up with PWA online. Just search PWA Ohio on Facebook or on YouTube, or check out PWAOhio.com for all of the latest information about upcoming events, the latest videos and highlights of past events, and interviews with your favorite PWA wrestlers. So make sure that you like and follow all of those pages. That's PWAOhio.com, PWA Ohio on Facebook, and PWA Ohio on YouTube. And follow along with all of us here from Premier Wrestling Alliance, and we hope to see you at the PWA Arena very soon.
Fans, this is a very special opportunity for myself and everyone associated with Premier Wrestling Alliance, and it would be perfectly appropriate for me to say our next guest needs no introduction, but to list his accomplishments would I be afraid selling him a little bit short. So let's just briefly summarize the accomplishments of the man that I'm about to bring out right now. He has earned over 100 amateur wrestling championships. He is a pioneer of no-holds-barred and mixed martial arts fighting. He is a UFC Hall of Famer. He is a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion for more than 4 years and a former WWF superstar. It is my distinct pleasure and honor at this time to welcome to PWA Dan the Beast Severn! Mr. Severn, it is a tremendous pleasure to have you here once again. All of these great fans I know are very excited to see you. Now, you were here Thursday to do a seminar with PWA. Why don't you tell everybody about what you think of some of the talent we have back in that locker room?
Well, folks, I'll just say that this was a great honor for me to be here with PWA, to work with some of the guys here earlier this week, but then just to be here tonight because all of you are here who appreciate the workers themselves. So thank you for having me, and enjoy the show tonight.
Well, I will turn the floor over to you if you would like to address the fans. If you have anything that you would like to say, the floor is yours, Mr. Severn. You were at the Arnold Classic today. You have so many other activities going on. If you would like at this time to discuss some of your other ventures, you have the floor.
Sure, I'll just say, yes, I'm at the Arnold Schwarzenegger Classic. That's what brought me in predominantly. But, I've had a very interesting career for being amateur wrestler, professional wrestler, cage fighter. So I've had a very interesting career for quite a few.
Mr. Severn, I apologize. This is an unscheduled interruption, but if you would. Morgan Taylor, I might have expected this from the likes of you.
Who is this?
Well, the gentleman with the thrift store feather boa is Morgan Taylor, and the guy in the gold chain turning his neck green is L.A. Cordova.
Aaron Hurt, your services are no longer required, sir. We'll take it from here.
I bet you will.
Well, would you look who it is? Mr. Severn. Can I call you Mr. Severn?
I mean, who exactly are you?
Danny boy, listen. I am gorgeous Morgan Taylor, and I am the most gorgeous man in professional wrestling. I am the Massachusetts metrosexual, and I am 232 pounds of twisted steel. Woo! And sex appeal.
Obviously, you do not own a mirror.
Listen.
I mean, come on. You're the hetero, what?
The Massachusetts metrosexual. And each and every one of these people know, and they'll tell you that I have a bit of a reputation for destroying UFC Hall of Famers. And would you look,
wait.
we seem to have one right here.
Well, wait a second. Turn around a little bit. Let me take on this whole ensemble.
That's the epitome of fashion there, sir.
Maybe your partner over here should shave your back every now and then.
You all shut your mouths. You don't know anything about being gorgeous. How dare you?
I'm wondering about your actual lineage of family history. What are your parents here right now? Because I don't mean any questions.
You listen to me, sir. Danny boy, Danny Punk, when you step in the PWA, when you step in the Premier Wrestling Alliance, you step into gorgeous Morgan Taylor's.
No. None of this finger waggering here, my friend.
Listen, don't you touch my hand again.
Hello, PWA fans. My name is Aaron Hurt, here to tell you all about how you can keep up with PWA online. Just search PWA Ohio on Facebook or on YouTube, or check out PWAOhio.com for all of the latest information about upcoming events, the latest videos and highlights of past events, and interviews with your favorite PWA wrestlers. So make sure that you like and follow all of those pages. That's PWAOhio.com, PWA Ohio on Facebook, and PWA Ohio on YouTube. And follow along with all of us here from Premier Wrestling Alliance, and we hope to see you at the PWA Arena very soon.
Mr. Hut, that is enough of you. Get out of my Razorback's ring.
Once again, fans, our doorstep darkened by this duo, the Razorback, Nick Stevens, who apparently has something to say.
Tonight, PWA, you will see the next victim of my monster, the Razorback JT. For you see, we have put out the notice. Whoever wants to be destroyed next just has to come through that entrance. Now let's see if anybody is brave enough to take on my monster, the Razorback. Your reigning and forever defending PWA United States champion.
What a loathsome cretin Nick Stevens is. The sadistic satisfaction on his face. The stomach
Oh,
churning.
there's somebody willing to take on my Razorback.
We have an official
What
challenger
a
here.
shame for them.
Referee informs them that somebody has accepted the open challenge. It's just a matter of time before we see who this brave soul might be.
Well, come on.
I admire their courage. I admire their bravery. If this is who I think it is, and it is, in fact, I believe this is our PWA television debut of the Lothario, the lover boy, Terrence Morelli. An equal opportunity offender if there ever was one. But I don't know if this is his typical idea of a good time. Oh, what is this? Cody Blaze is out here. It doesn't look like he's getting through to Morelli. Is he out here to take the challenge? What is this conversation about? Morelli just said, "Follow my lead, young man." That might take him to some strange and unfamiliar places. I would caution against following too closely. But enough levity. This is quite serious, in fact. This is an open challenge, and I guess that swat on the posterior was the vote of confidence offered by Morelli to Cody Blaze, who is the one who steps through the ropes for this open challenge for the U.S. title. Take nothing away from Cody Blaze. He's certainly been paying his dues in the PWA and shows no hesitation. Does not take a back step, takes it right to the Razorback. Action already underway before the bell rings. Oh, Blaze tried about 3 or 4 shots, couldn't budge the Razorback, went in with a cross body and had just about as much luck with that. And now on the receiving end is just some nasty clubbing forearms. Look at that, just choking him on the second rope. Those are not ropes like some rings. This ring, those ropes are steel cables covered with the equivalent of a garden hose. Oh! After those chops, just gouging his thumbs right into the eye of Cody Blaze. There's nothing competitive or sportsmanlike about this. This is just a mugging. But Cody Blaze, as we said, has not taken a back step. Is still in the fight. But all 500 pounds just crushes Cody Blaze in the corner. Right where Nick Stevens can stick his nose in to gloat a little. And that's just all kinds of wrong. Oh, here comes Morelli. I don't know what we have here, but our match is apparently over.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, the PWA United States Champion, Razorback JT Hogg. Nick Stevens, why don't you put a stop to this? Haven't these fans had to endure enough of this?
Shut up, Mr. Hurt. And just like that, another 2 victims for my monster, the Razorback, your PWA United States Champion. Razorback, oh Razorback, let's see if anyone else is stupid enough to accept your challenge this evening.
He's already destroyed 2 men tonight, Nick. Is that not enough? There's nobody else back there that wants to fight him.
Razorback. Fair enough, Mr. Hurt, who would want to challenge my Razorback. But Mr. Hurt, we have heard you over the past multiple weeks on commentary. You have said some very vile and evil things about myself and my monster, the Razorback. Oh, Razorback, I have found your next victim, and he goes by the name of Aaron Hurt. Razorback, destroy him! What is going on?
When a bird is alive, it eats ants. When the bird has died, ants eat it. One tree can be made into 1,000,000 matchsticks, but only one matchstick is needed to burn 1,000,000 trees. Circumstances can change at any time. Don't devalue or hurt anyone in this life. You may be powerful today, but time is more powerful than you.
Fans, I'm back at the commentary position. I ran for my life, quite literally. I saw the look in the eyes of the Razorback. Believe what I've just seen. It's Randy. No! It's Randy.
No! Razorback, no!
The fans have been chanting for weeks.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
I have no idea what that video meant, fans. I think we're about to get an answer. It is Randy in the flesh in the PWA arena once again. The journey this man took to get back to this point is indescribable. This is truly a historic program we have for you here. Not just the tag team title match that started things off with the appearance by Dan Severn, but we've got Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly in the building, and he's coming for JT Hall. This is literally the moment that fans have been clamoring for weeks and months. Ever since the despicable scene at the fairgrounds back last October, we've known that this moment was inevitable, and now it is upon us. The two men come face to face, center of the ring. All the animosity, all the hatred. It only needs a spark to explode, and that is it. He's reaching out. He's got Randy by the throat. What's he waiting for? Randy let the Razorback get in a shot. That's all he's going to get in. He's firing back. Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly standing tall in a PWA ring.
Razorback! No! Razorback!
Fans, what is there to say about what we've seen so far on this episode? In my opinion, this has been a landmark edition of PWA Wrestling. Not only have we seen the tag team titles defended in a great match, but the appearance by Dan the Beast Severn, the UFC Hall of Famer, the NWA champion, the no-holds-barred fighting legend, here in our very own PWA arena, and you can see that he hasn't lost a step. And then the shocking, the dramatic return of none other than Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly, a moment that has been building for months in the PWA. So quite frankly, I am still speechless at that moment, but we've still got more to come on this show. We're going to go to our main event. We've got another title match, the PWA heavyweight title on the line, as we've seen Tommy Forte challenge Gary Gandy for that belt. Now the other half of Forte Rico, Jeremy Rodriguez, steps in the ring against the PWA heavyweight champion, 5-star Gary Gandy. So let's not waste any more time and go straight to the ring for our main event. Fans, now that we've had a little bit of time to process what we just saw, the return of Randy the Rowdy Hillbilly, the confrontation at long last with JT Hogg, we're still not done. We've got a match for the PWA Championship. Reigning champion, 5-star Gary Gandy, in those pink striped tights there. Looks like a hand grenade went off in his pocket, but I digress. Jeremy Rodriguez representing Forte Rico here. We've seen Tommy Forte go round and round with Gandy for this title in the past. And now it's the leader of the Weapon Nation, the very vocal contingent of fans that come out every single time to support Jeremy Rodriguez and Tommy Forte, are definitely in the house tonight. Well, if we were awarding titles based on a popularity contest, Jeremy Rodriguez would already be the new champion, but wrestling is what it says on the marquee. Oh, tried to take a cheap shot. Rodriguez just shrugs it off. Oh, quick go behind into the waistlock. Belly to back suplex with ease from the champion. Gandy might be biting off more than he can chew, calling out somebody else. He's got Rodriguez to deal with right now. He shows he can match Gandy hold for hold. Little arm drag and twist from Jeremy Rodriguez. Gandy able to roll through, sweep the leg. Terrific exchange of wrestling here to start off this match. It's what it's all about when you're talking about the PWA heavyweight title. A prize that Gandy has had a monopoly on for far too long, in the opinion of many fans and wrestlers alike. Rodriguez tried to bridge, but Gandy just had too much leverage. Goes to the side headlock. Tommy Forte watching the action intently from the outside there. As always, Will out there to second the champ. Oh, big hip toss. You can see Rodriguez gives up quite a bit of weight to Gandy, but it's had no effect on the proceedings to this point. Oh my! That could have cracked his sternum, at the very least broken a rib. Oh, knife edge chop. Reverse knife edge. Takes the man down to a knee. Tommy Forte, the fans, the referee alike can see the illegal tactics being attempted by our champion, but the rules give him a 5 count. Rodriguez fires back with a series of strikes. Oh, Gandy hooks the top rope. Gets the boot up and a knee right to the jaw. Oh, just deposits Rodriguez on the outside and goes over to have a word with Tommy Forte. Oh, cheap shot by Will. Paying dividends once again, but there's Tommy Forte right in his face. The entire reason that Tommy Forte is out here. He would have no problem letting Jeremy Rodriguez handle his business by himself, but he knew that there would not be a fair fight. Slam on the outside on that concrete floor. No pretty blue mats here in the PWA arena. Nothing but cold hard concrete. Things are not looking good for Jeremy Rodriguez. He took that Uranage, that one-arm slam right on the ring apron. Fairly nonchalant cover there from the champion. Now the sellout crowd here at the PWA Arena really behind Rodriguez, inspiring him to fire back with a chop, but that open hand slap, more disrespect than anything. Follows up that Irish whip with another reverse knife edge and back the other way. Got some height, used the ropes for a little extra leverage, but put that kick right on the temple. Hooks the leg, but not enough to put Rodriguez down. And rolls through, back kick. Unique combination of maneuvers there. The kind of creativity in the ring that has brought Gary Gandy to the position that he maintains. Oh, wow. Came halfway across the ring with that forearm shot. Now goes to the chin lock. Let's not forget, and Gary Gandy certainly would remind you if you gave him the opportunity, he's a man that's been on national TV once and wants nothing else but to get right back to the top of the wrestling industry. If he could bring that PWA heavyweight title with him, then all the better. Oh, Rodriguez now putting together a sustained series of offense here. Looking for the Hurricane Rana, but got caught. Oh, sit-out power bomb. Almost a Liger bomb in the way that that move was applied. And disbelief from the champion, shaking his head, not sure how Jeremy Rodriguez was able to kick out of that. Quite frankly, I'm a little surprised myself. Not surprised at all by the toughness, by the wherewithal, the courage and determination of Jeremy Rodriguez. Just simply the fact that he doesn't have a concussion from getting his head bounced off the mat. He's firing back with whatever he's got. Exchange of forearms. Oh, another step up enziguri kick. And that Rodriguez didn't so much go down as he crumbled. It looked like his knees went weak from the force of that one. Back to the rear chin lock. This is very sound strategy from the champion. It grounds the opponent. It gives him time to catch his wind, plot out his next move. But Rodriguez back to his feet. Not going to make this easy for the reigning champion by any means. Now looks like he's got a second wind. Spinning back elbow from Rodriguez. There's the, didn't get all the Rana, but enough to take Payne, the former Chris Payne, now Gary Gandy off balance. His head bounced off the turnbuckle. Swinging neck breaker out of that draping position. I thought he might have been going for a slingshot suplex, but changed directions mid-move. I have to say the transition to Gary Gandy has paid dividends. This is an entirely different man that was once known as the Crybaby, but he might be just a few short seconds away from being an ex-champion yet again. Frog splash! Nobody home for that one. While the melee was going on the outside, Gandy kept his eye on his opponent, and it served him well in that situation. And now it's Gandy scaling the turnbuckles. He's not exactly at home in the high-rent district, but he comes back with a frog splash of his own. And it was enough to hold on to that PWA title.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner and still PWA Heavyweight Champion, Mr. 5-Star Gary Gandy.
So your name, Gary Gandy. From Louisville, Kentucky.
As the champ rolls out of the ring knowing that he put in a night's work. Well, that'll do it for this episode, fans. Want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you again for more PWA next time.